Hey sweet loves, I am Simply Jordan and welcome to this video. Today's look we are featuring the 35S palette from Morphe. It is called the Sweet Oasis palette. Love this packaging, this pink and blue sunset feel is really pretty. And of course inside these are the shades with the same type of tones with the blues, the pinks, of course your neutral colors. I thought it was really pretty and I love they have the names actually on the palette versus on the slip plastic sheet that they put on top, so that way you can actually see the names of it. I think that's really pretty. And this is just the look I got from it. It's giving me kind of gender reveal vibes, but I really like it. I don't usually do halo eyes, but this is something I want to try. I was kind of winging it, but I actually really liked how it turned out. And really this is kind of a almost completely Morphe look. We got Morphe brows, Morphe lashes, Morphe foundation, concealer. I did get a cream contour stick and bronzer for them. Y'all know I've been talking about how I want to try a new one, and I actually did. Really excited about that. The gloss, they did also have a new 3 mini gloss package to go with the palette, and I will be showing you guys later. I'm wearing one now, but yeah, I like how it turned out, and hopefully you guys did too. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Let me know if you have the palette, if there's some specific colors in here or any looks you may want me to try with this, any other upcoming makeup launches that you're looking forward to that I should keep an eye out on. Yeah, let me know all that down in the comments. But without further ado, let's get into it. We're actually going to start with my brows today. This is the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in Java. It's a very fine tipped pencil, and I'm using it just to define the shape on top and bottom. And then once I get that to my liking, I start with upper strokes at the front, and then as I go toward the middle and the tail, I go to elongated strokes and just fill in the sparse areas. Because I have really full brows and I have to super fill them in, so I just kind of fill in any empty spaces and then take the spoolie on the back of the pencil and blend out the product. And this is the Fluidity Concealer in 4.25 in a very, very small concealer brush. And I'm just taking that to clean up my brows to get a more clean and defined look on top and bottom to make sure I don't have any extra product going around from the pencil, and blending out with a Morphe sponge. And this is the P. Louise by Mitchell Acid Rain Blank Canvas Eyeshadow Base. Definitely one of the best for really bright, vivid colors. And this is just a domed buffing brush, and I'm using to blend that out. And with the star of the show, the 35S Sweet Oasis, this is the color Infinity Pool on kind of a domed, it's kind of a packing and a blending brush. And I'm taking that color on the outer half of my crease and really take my time to blend that out over that base, because it's really going to stick to where it is. And then right after that, I'm taking Picture Perfect on the same kind of brush and putting that on the inner half of my eye and just making sure that I blend those two close together. They do turn into a purple in the middle, but that's totally fine. And then I'm taking Snorkel Sesh, which is more of a lighter turquoise, and blending out that first color down. And I probably didn't have to take the eyeshadow base that high, but it's totally fine. It's going to still blend out. And then I'm going to take Hibiscus Blossoms right over top of Picture Perfect and then blend all those together. And with a small packing brush, this is Champagne on Ice, I'm packing that right in the center in between Picture Perfect and Infinity Pool. I overlapped the two colors to kind of blend them out a little more. And then I did take a makeup wipe to just kind of clean up that outer section and my lower lash line just to get a clean base. And for my eyeliner, I am going to take the Tarte Man Eater Liquid Eyeliner. I haven't used this eyeliner in a while, and I really like it. It's really, really black, really matte, and it stays on. I'm just taking that to create my wing line, starting with my lash line and then creating the tail, and then going from the point of that tail to pretty much the center of my pupil and filling out the wing that I created. Today's foundation is the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation in Rich 28. I love this foundation. I did do a full review and wear test. I'll be sure to leave the link below in the description, but this is a great foundation, and this is the I believe 6'3" brush that they released with it, and I'm just layering that on over my face. I do like to put 2 layers because it's a buildable foundation, and 2 layers gives me the right amount of coverage that I like. But yeah, it's a really great foundation, really hydrating, love the formula, love the color, and I'm just blending that all over my face. And going back with that Fluidity Concealer in 4.25, I'm just hitting the high points of my face. I like this color because it's definitely more yellow than other shades that I've used. It's kind of similar to the Butterscotch one from Too Faced, but of course going down the bridge of my nose, under my eyes, my forehead, Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, just making sure I'd add that extra light to my face, and then going with that Morphe sponge, of course, again, and blending that out. And I finally have a new stick contour. This is the Dimensions Effect Contour Stick in number 18. It's really good. It's a bit on the cooler side than I have typically used, but I like it for the point of it being a contour stick. That's what you want. You want something a little deeper and cooler to give you that structure, and this is what it gave me. And I'm taking the Real Techniques brush to blend it out. Really easy to blend, really smooth, and I like the way it worked. Of course, because my base is pretty much all Morphe, you would imagine that they all work together, and they did. And rather than taking a different small angled brush to blend out my nose contour, I just pinched the end of that same brush and blended it out. I felt like it made it a little bit more smooth and seamless. To set my concealer, this is the Bake and Set Powder in Banana Rich from Morphe with the flat end of that same Morphe sponge. That's one thing I really love about that Morphe sponge, is that it has a pointed rounded tip that everyone is familiar with for blending out the concealer. But on the opposite end, they have two flat sides that you can use to set, and it's really, really great. I'm just really laying on that baking powder because I want my under eyes to be really bright. They say you typically don't need to really bake with this powder because it oxidizes a little bit, but I kind of like. And I'm taking the Black Radiance True Complexion in Honeymoon to just set the rest of my foundation all over my face, and then I'm going to go underneath my eyes to dust off that extra baking powder. And here is my new bronzer, Morphe Glamabronze in Phenom. This color and formula is so nice. The color-wise is pretty similar to my Anastasia Beverly Hills Mahogany, but the formula is so smooth. It's really pretty. And this time I did decide to go back with a small angle brush to add it to my nose, but this color, this is definitely going to be one that I reach for. This is a great bronzer. I'm so happy I found it. And of course, setting my face with the continuous setting mist, fanning that down to make sure it dries properly. I want to add a little bit more definition to that center eyelid color, so I added a little bit of more Phenom Ice right in the center, overlapping again with an even smaller packing brush to make sure I get a more detailed shape. And going back into Infinity Pool and Picture Perfect, I'm just taking a smaller packing brush and running those two colors underneath my waterline. And this is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. That is a tongue twister. And just touching up those lower lashes. With Juvia's Place Royalty One Loose Highlight, just adding my glow, hitting my nose, nostrils, cheekbones. I didn't do it above the brow today, but you still get the point. I love a glow and I make it happen. And these are the 3 lip glosses from the mini trio set. To the far left is Shimmy, in the middle is Groupie, and then there's Tipsy. I think I'm going to take Groupie, the one in the middle, and so I took the Juvia's Place Luxe Liner in So Rare and just lined my lip a little bit. It's a pretty nude, neutral lip liner color. And topped it all off with the Groupie from the Sweet Oasis mini trio. Because it is a mini, the doe foot was pretty small and I had to really work to build up to the color, but it's totally fine. If it came in a regular full size, it's still a color I would wear, but I like it. And so once she's all checked, we're done. I am really pleased with how this look came together. I was for sure winging it. Halo eye is something I very, very rarely do, Blue is another intimidating color for me, right along with green, but I took a risk and I really like how it came together. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave comments below what else you want to see from me, and I will be seeing you guys really soon. Bye-bye.